G'day everybody and welcome. First episode of the Therapy Session. I'm your host, Skins Fanatic 81. You might remember me from various YouTube videos I've done in the past. I've been and gone from YouTube a few times, but I've been here, started back in 2007. Started doing trash talking videos and found out that trash talking really wasn't for me. Left the TTC, tried to come back again, remembered that trash talking still wasn't for me, left again. But now I'm back and I've got a brand new bag and it's called the Therapy Session. It's going to be a weekly show, hopefully, and basically we're just going to hash out some stuff and talk about Washington football. And I hope you guys enjoy it. And if you do, or you don't, get me a thumbs up or a thumbs down, like, subscribe, share. All the good stuff will really help me out. And we're going to get the show started, guys. And I'm going to go bring in the one, the only CrazyBrave 74, formerly known as Visual Diary. He's just fixing his stuff up at the moment. I'm just going to give him 10 more seconds and we're going to go ahead and bring him in. CrazyBrave 74, welcome to the Therapy Session. How are you?
Hey guys, yep, good to be on. First of all, thank you.
What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, all right, good one. So that went well. All right. So as you know, just recently we've bought in some new uniforms, and the Twitter world's gone. What's up, Ian? Nice to see you watching, mate. Yeah, Twitter world's gone a bit stupid, and it is what it is. But I actually seen this today, just the other day, and I thought, well, let's not get too overblown in the situation, because the jerseys, as you can see here, Landon Collins sporting the new jersey, nothing's changed except for the helmet. Okay, it looks mint. We've got Washington across the front instead of Redskins. It's going to be good. I mean, it's no big deal. We're still going to represent Washington and look just like we did, pretty much. So I'm excited about that. When I saw that, of course, it was very much typical of the Redskins to mock up some impression that didn't actually look anything like the actual picture here we're seeing of Landon Collins, which led a lot of people to believe that we'd made mass changes. And it's just typical of the Redskins media to go ahead and just do that to everybody. But as you can see, looks very nice. Okay, and I'm very happy with that. And hopefully, when the season starts, very, very soon, we get to see it out on the field. All right. So I'm going to bring in CrazyBrave again. Hopefully he's got over his fucking giggles.
Oh, okay, welcome back. Sorry about that, guys. Had a little bit of a giggling fit. Definitely.
Yeah.
It's been a while. And as you see,
you've come a long way.
Hey, CrazyBrave's back now. Let him talk. CrazyBrave's back. We've got the new green screen going on there. So we've really improved the show, and it's going to be good. Going to have lots of, get through plenty of good talk. Skins Fanatic 81, first of all, what I was saying before I had my giggling fit. Thank you for putting me on your show. It's, I appreciate it. It's going to be good. Don't you worry. CrazyBrave 74, he's got a show too.
Let's stop talking about how good it is and get into some content here.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought that this show I thought you might have quite a longer show here, Skins Fanatic.
Oh, we do. No, we have a lot to talk. We have a lot to talk about tonight.
Okay. All right. Okay. No, that's okay. This is your show. Yeah.
I'm going to ask you, Crazy CV. Tell me, what do you make of the changes made so far in the off season? Like, how are you feeling about,
the changes? Name changes. Yeah, I'm ready to go with it.
Everything.
It's probably about time, and now is the best time to do it. So yeah, pretty stoked with Snyder going ahead and doing that, and and at the same time I'm filthy because being a Redskin fan for 30 years on January 26, 2021, that will be 30 years since the Redskins last won the Super Bowl, and it would have been my 31st year of following the team.
Right.
As we know, we all remember the Scott Norwood missed field goal in the Super Bowl previously, and we were Redskin fans that year, and it's gone. Redskins gone, and I'm filthy about it. And as Mark Rubin said, he's filthy about it. These companies that took money off his production that he did on the field, his 4 touchdowns, his 3 touchdowns in the Super Bowl, they want to put it on glossy posters and sell it for $25. Like, that's not what Mark Rubin signed up to do. But
so what you're saying is because
I'm just saying there's two sides of the story.
They made money off Mark Rubin, and then what changed the name? The same people who made the money now wanted to change the name. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. They're the same people as well in the end.
Yeah.
I mean,
exactly.
No one should have made money off the Redskins from the start.
No.
But
no, that's right.
Here we are. How many people make money off the Redskins now?
Well,
there's sneaker companies, sweater companies, cups.
Yeah, well, Nike wanna.
Yeah, but I mean, let's not talk too much about
that. We're happy to wear their logo on our sleeves.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of contradictions. So, I mean, we're not going to get into that today on the show tonight, but I'm happy that the Redskins have moved forward. Well, we can get into it if we want to get into it. CrazyBrave's the person that you want to talk about it, and maybe this is the show you want to watch. A therapy session, because you want to be on the couch.
Absolutely.
There might be.
There's no better place.
There is no better place. And what was I saying before? We're talking about basically bringing in a new culture. Which hang on, that's what we're doing. So everything's good. We've changed the name, and at the same time, Rivera's come in, and he's the man at the moment. Like, there's no doubt about it.
Absolutely, and I love it. I mean, I've heard nothing but Ron Rivera. All he wants to do is talk about changing the culture, and it's his priority to change the culture, and it gets me excited to hear that. And he's not talking about anything else really, and you can see here in my background that's we've come out with our practice jerseys, and instead of having player names, we've got team on the back, because there's no individuals on this team, and that's what I like what he's doing here. He's preaching team, and he doesn't care what your name is.
No, I couldn't agree with you more, Skins Fanatic.
If you're not on board, you're going to be out, basically. And I don't care. I don't care who he cuts, because
we're gonna have to say goodbye to some players we love.
Well, do I love them?
No, you probably don't. You probably don't.
You know what I'm saying? Well, there are a lot of players on the team that I do really like.
Yeah. You just never know. They're like they're when you look at it, there is only 3 or 4 real genuine superstars on the team, or maybe 7. Okay, maybe. See, look, I don't. Hey,
can you name them 7?
Can I name them? Allen would be number 1.
He's got a potential, Allen.
Yeah. Jonathan Allen would be my number 1. Number 2 would be Dwayne Haskins. He's a superstar. Like, he's a star. Like, he's the quarterback.
Superstar, you say?
Hey?
Did you say Dwayne Haskins is a superstar?
Oh, I did call him a superstar. I mean, in the context of what our team, like in the Redskin team, Dwayne Haskins is a superstar. He's in the top 4 players that I'm about to rattle off.
Okay.
Jonathan Allen, Dwayne Haskins,
Deron Payne.
I would put Payne in.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm running thin already. I mean, I can't seriously say that Peterson is a superstar anymore. I'm sorry, like he's Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
If we're going to get deeper into the running back topic, then we can. But in the context of the team, I don't think, Peterson, great. I want him on the squad, but he's not a superstar on the team anymore. So,
Look,
I've got Haskins.
He's one of our players.
Yeah. Probably Landon Collins would be my number 4. And I'm getting a bit off topic here because I'm trying to talk about Ron Rivera, but not break down the team, the roster at the moment, and get straight to the superstars. But so let me get back to the point.
Look, I just want to say, Ian here has said that it's not superstar rankings. It's a team, and that's he's right. And we did start off by saying,
oh, Ian's right, yeah.
Team, and then superstars, but Peter, CrazyBrave, he was the one who started using the word superstar, so I'm going to let him go. That's fine.
I'm talking about superstar in the context of the roster that we've got. Like, you walk into Redskin Park in the morning and you're the best player on the team, well, you're a superstar of the Washington Redskins. Everyone looks up to you. You're the best player. That's what I'm saying as a superstar, but yeah, in the NFL, we don't have a superstar.
No,
We're hoping that it's Chase Young, our
none of our
second.
players made 100.
We're hoping that it's Chase Young, the second pick in the draft, that the Redskins were lucky enough to get.
Absolutely,
and
we've banked. We need that, don't we?
Well, okay. I mean, this is the first time since Sean Taylor that I feel that the Redskins are going to hit on the draft with someone that is going to like make an impact on day one of the season. Just we're going to know straight away he's good. You know, he's going to possibly. It's going to be amazing. Like all eyes are going to be on him, and don't be surprised, you know, when he does get around the corner and hits the quarterback that he's most likely going to strip him, and it could be a fumble and touched him.
Yeah, well, remember Ryan Kerrigan done that on his first game. He scored a touchdown. It was a beautiful play. And we all thought, you know, I mean, Kerrigan's been solid, but we thought, wow, like.
And Sean Taylor did too.
He did.
Yeah, but you know, you want to talk about teams that have fucked up their first round draft picks. It's none other than probably the Washington Redskins over the last 30 years. I'm not saying that there's a chance that they're going to fuck. I'm going to stop using that word. I'm not saying there's a chance they're going to mess this one up with Chase Young, because Chase Young was the player to take at that number 2 spot. You're not going to not take Chase Young. So he landed in DC, and it could really be party time now for us, and that's all it takes. Well, in a way, that can be all it takes. The Redskins have been pretty solid the last 3 years on the defensive line. Just to add Chase Young, and could really send us over the top.
Look, I don't think the Redskins have been solid in any position in the last 3 years. I think we have a lot of talent in certain areas, but to say we've been solid, it's just it's hard for me to say that. I know that you said it. Let me take the stage. I know you said it, but I'm expecting big things out of the defensive line. They haven't lived up to their expectations yet. You know, I mean, I know we've got some very good players. We've got Matt Ioannidis, and we've got Tim Settle, like very underrated players backing up some very good positions in Payne, Allen. Now we're adding Chase Young on the edge. You know, I expect more, I guess what I'm saying, from that position. And I think if those guys strike, then the rest should come with it. You know what I mean? Because if the defense is good up front, then the rest should follow. And we know we've got some good players back there. All right, we don't have, you know, Madden X Factor cornerbacks, and
we've got talent. Like you
we
said,
we have some talent back there. So I just, you know, if Chase Young is as good as advertised, then I expect the rest of the kids to eat.
Well, okay. And when I say that the Redskins have been solid, I'm talking about effort that they've put in over, you know, because I've never seen the Redskins not put in an effort in the 30 years that I've been supporting them. Every game, well, I mean, probably in the last 3 or 4 years, there's been 1 or 2 games where they look like they didn't care, but, there hasn't been too many games where, even when they've come up against teams that are way better than them, we've been able to push them to the fourth quarter kind of thing. Sometimes be lucky enough to get into a position to miss a field goal and lose the game and think, wow, we're fucking pretty good this year, But I'm not going to, I can't sit here after 30 years and say that those players didn't put in an effort, man. They better well want to. I got up at 3 a.m. in the morning to watch the pricks,
Well, we've done it all.
I'm not going to hate them. I can't. And I'm not saying that you were hating them, but I'm just saying I think they did put in a pretty solid effort. And now we're in a new beginning.
It's just hard.
It's over now. The Redskins is over now. We're moving on to the Washington football team and Ron Rivera and as you see, I can see the schedule there behind you. And hopefully that's what people are going to start talking about over there is football.
That's why I put it up, because you got me excited about Chase Young smashing a quarterback, and I just thought, who's the third quarterback I really want to see him put on his ass, And week one, Carson Wentz would be a good answer. But, I feel like now we have a just like a rivalry now, because they were taken in the same class, but that little pussy prick from New York, Daniel Jones, he went to the all boys school. He's probably never had a pussy in his life.
Well, I think, we've got a rivalry now with a lot of teams. Like, everyone's should be envious of the Redskins, because I bet there's about 31 teams in the NFL who would love to
no one's envious.
Rubber stamp through their team and start all over again.
No one's envious of Washington. No one's envious.
Well,
you've been smoking the peace pipe too much. I don't believe that envious is a word that people use to describe the Redskins. Sorry, that's just my 2 cents.
No, that's fine. I just think that they're in a good. I just think that they're in a good position right now to get this thing right and start winning some games.
Well, yeah, and then if we do, then people might be envious.
Well, yeah.
People will be envious when
the winning is going to come anyway. Like, the winning has already started. Like, it's coming. It's due. We're making a change. We're doing the right thing. Like,
well,
no, it's coming. The winning is coming. It's around the corner.
It's the therapy session. So if I want to talk about my feelings, what's what's going on. Ian, are you suggesting that my show is good?
Is what? Have we got a view? I can't see any private chat.
No, I'm the host. I can see it. Thanks for watching, Ian. Appreciate it. If you want to come on the show, Ian, let me know. I'll send you a link to join us. Come and have really fuck this show up. No, it's going good. First therapy session
That's
show,
a
guys.
good show.
Yeah, it's been good. It's been really good.
Yeah, don't you worry.
Yep. So I don't really know what I was saying anymore, but
you were talking about Chase Young coming around, smashing, or Chase Young and the schedule.
I put the schedule up.
Yeah.
First time not the first time, but first time in a while, I really looked at it the other day and I thought, shit. Shit.
One game at a time. All right, maybe you might go and invite. Is it EICU 71 or something like that? I'm not sure. And I'm going to go. CrazyBrave's going to go pour himself a drink and hopefully do a little bit better in the second segment of the show. No, it's been a pleasure, and I thank you, Skins Fanatic, and anyone who's watching. Go down and subscribe to my channel because I'm going to be coming out with some really informative information on gambling. Gambling in the NFL. So I'm gonna do a bit of NFL punting perspective videos, and of course I'll be going through a lot of NFL news as well. So it won't be entirely Redskins, but I will be talking about, probably do a preview and a review of the Redskin games. And of course I'll be on Skins Fanatic 81's channel, who I've thanked before. So if you are watching, make sure you head over to Skins Fanatic 81's channel.
Well, they're watching.
But they can. They even watch this tomorrow.
Sorry, they're watching
those people who
they need to head over to your channel and subscribe.
Yeah, but I mean, if they haven't already subscribed to Skins Fanatic 81, make sure you do. That's what I'm saying. There could be people getting up there, eating their breakfast cereal, like the drug dealer from Pulp Fiction, watching YouTube videos, seeing these two Australian blokes talk about the NFL, and they might not have hit subscribe yet. So make sure you do.
Yeah, I definitely would appreciate any form of love, whether it's just I found out the
you'll be missing out on a good show.
The most common comment when I used to do videos was "good vid, man."
Yeah. Well, this one's a lot better once I get a stable table, and I'll get me green screen, all set.
Yeah.
We'll be right.
You get yourself a table.
Hey?
Yeah, you ought to get yourself a table, no doubt.
Yeah. Should be right.
No, you're killing it. No, don't go. We're not done here. So
no, if the show's done, I'm leaving.
The show's not done.
I was hoping that the show would be a little bit longer tonight. I've still got a few things that I want to talk about and say.
They're crazy. The show's not done.
Yeah, I know.
Jesus. You're trying to lose the viewers?
I'm not losing the viewers. They were with me. I think the viewers were following me when I said they knew I was being sarcastic, saying that I'm going to leave the show.
I'll tell you what. You go get yourself a drink. When we come back, we want to discuss the strength of the team. Okay.
Great.
Strength.
Yep. Of the team. Thank you. I'll be back in a minute.
CrazyBrave. He's just ducking off to pour himself a drink. So when he comes back, we'll be discussing the strengths of the team. And as you can see, I'm just going to run through schedule here, and I was a bit nervous when I saw this. At first, I thought the Eagles. I really just feel like they've always been the shittest team in the NFC East. Look, I know they did win the Super Bowl a couple of moons ago, but I just, I just don't have much respect for them, and I've never really have, And the Cardinals, well, to me, the Cardinals have always been pretty shitty, even when they've been good. I've always considered them kind of shitty. But look, I've seen enough Redskins games. I've seen enough football in my time to know that any of these games are winnable, and we could get walloped in any of them either. So, yes, Ian, the Rams in week 5 coming to DC should be a doozy. Looking forward to the Giants game at New York in week 6. Yeah, much love, man. I appreciate you tuning in for the 31 minutes we've been on air. And this will be a weekly show, whether it's my time, Friday or a Saturday night. Just stay tuned because I'll let you all know. But so this is a cool run here. We've got the Giants, the Cowboys heading into the open day, and then right back in week 9, we've got the Giants again. I just hate the Giants, and New York teams. I'm an Indiana Pacers fan. I don't like the Knicks, and I don't like the Giants, and I don't like the fucking Yankees. And I can't wait to wallop the Giants. I think the Giants think they're more than what they are. Okay, their fan base didn't like the quarterback when they took him. They booed him, and they made videos that went viral. And now they're all sucking his dick like he's the greatest shit, to ever come out of college. And they're clowning Dwayne Haskins. And to be fair, we haven't really seen much of Dwayne Haskins. And to be fair, being the quarterback in the nation's capital is a hard job for anyone, and especially when we've got a dog shit owner who doesn't know how to run, cook toast. But hopefully, hopefully he's something good, and I'm looking forward to seeing his progression, because what you don't know, if you haven't been supporting or following anything Redskins, if you're a Giants fan, that Dwayne Haskins Jr. has been working his ass off. Have you seen him? He's trimmed down. He looks amazing, man. He's in prime condition. He's in the prime of his life. And he's got a strong arm. And he's more mobile than you think. Okay? And I'm really looking forward to seeing him come out and just start, throwing some touchdowns and doing that like Ben Roethlisberger stuff, and because he's a big man, and he can stand in the pocket, and I'm looking forward to that. All right, we've got CrazyBrave. I'm just going to bring him back in now, and I'm just going to continue to just talk about the schedule a little bit. Crazy.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Yep, I'm back. Just had to pour myself a little bit of a drink.
Yes, I do want your own opinion.
Drinking is allowed on the couch, is it?
Absolutely.
Skins fanatic. Oh, thank you. I mean, you are hosting a late night show,
Absolutely.
and
I'm honestly not surprised. I'm not. I thought I might have been more shit faced tonight to do this. So, but I kept it together. And
yeah, I did too.
just a bit tipsy is all. That's good.
No, I'm good.
Yeah, so I was just breaking down the schedule and just talking about.
I haven't had a drink for a while, everyone. It's been a little bit rough over the last couple of months with the. Okay,
back on the Giants, Pete.
Yeah, back to the schedule. Let's have a little chat and talk about it.
Yeah. Well, I've halfway through it. Actually, I was 2/3.
Yeah. You were saying back to
that the Giants, they have no respect for the Redskins, and I don't really respect them back. Their fan base openly clowns Dwayne Haskins because the Daniel Jones same draft thing. I mean, they clowned their quarterback on draft day. You know, they threw things at their TV. They booed him. They went viral. I want to suck their fucking mouth when we play them in week 6 and 9.
I can't wait to play the Giants either. It's good that you bring that topic up on your show.
I know you hate the Giants.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, look, at the same time, I do respect the Giants and what they do. They seem to be able to get the most out of their players. I mean, they've. I was almost going to say that the Giants would have a good culture, but then there's no possible way that they do. Like there are also a bunch of little cheating. I can't say the C word on your show.
Yeah, probably prefer if you didn't.
No, well, I just didn't. But I hope everyone. I do hope everyone gets the picture. Like in all due respect to the Giants, as I did say, I do respect them. Because they play tough. Everyone does. Like from their team, they never have had a superstar. Like I'll take that back. You'll pick me up on that superstar word again. Their team. Their team is more about the 53 players coming together, and they always have been. The championships that they've won.
Yeah. Look, I'll tell you this, Pete. We haven't got no ass clown on our team holding up no fucking family cookout. With a beanie collecting watches and fucking cash. The Giants.
Well, and that is one of the good things about for us with the name change is that we still get to go out and beat the Giants twice a year. We get to beat the Giants twice a year. They don't get to beat the Redskins twice a year anymore. Like they're going to hurt more than us in this. Like that's what I'm saying about teams will be envious of us because we're now a new team, and I just feel pretty damn good and confident about where the whole thing is headed. As a fan, like over the last 30 years, like I'm truthfully saying that this is the way that for us to go. And we still get to beat the Giants and we still get to beat the Cowboys, but they don't get to beat the Redskins anymore twice a year. They've been beating the Redskins for twice a year for the last 30.
Yeah.
And not anymore. And they'll lose that. We don't lose that.
No, that's right. And I do. I wonder about how the Cowboys feel. I mean, the Redskins and the Cowboys it's over. I mean, I know it affects us too, but like we get to go out and now it's Washington and Dallas, and we get to fuck them up.
Yeah, which is a pretty big, should be a pretty big rivalry in itself.
Rivalry.
If any respectable football fan over there needs a little cowboy and Indian rivalry to get them excited about a football game, well, then they're probably not football fans in the first place. You know, I can understand getting behind that whole rivalry and that culture. We're going to beat the Cowboys, or we're going to beat the Redskins today.
Yeah,
you know, I can understand like enjoying that, but my point is that it's taken away from the Cowboys now, like, and the Giants and the Eagles, and they're not going to come in and laugh at our shit anymore. we're laughing at their shit.
Well, oh look, Dallas have always delivered just as much as what we have. Fuck all.
Yeah.
I find that funny in its own, like.
Yeah.
And no doubt they'll do it again this year too.
Yeah.
I can't see Dallas winning a Super Bowl probably until we do.
Well, there you have it. Skins Fanatic 81 has just made the call that the Dallas Cowboys will not win the Super Bowl this season. So that's
of course they
it's no, I'm not having a go at you for making that call. That's a sensible call.
Oh,
but
they're not going to beat the 49ers. They're not going to beat who's that other mob?
Well, I don't want to take over your show and be the question asker here.
Now you ask me a question. That's fine.
Hey,
you can ask me a question. That's
fine. I'll ask you a question. Do you think the Dallas Cowboys will make the playoffs this season?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, yeah.
I think they'll make the playoffs.
I would say yes too. I would say yes if it was going to be a normal season with crowds in the stands, but we don't know, what that situation is going to be. I think that kind of stuff will make a difference, like for fans, in crowd wise, in some way. Like in the end, we're going to see who plays the best football, as we always do. But yeah, I still have to lean towards the Cowboys would be in the playoffs. Yeah, so okay, yep, let's lock the You want to lock the Cowboys in?
Oh well,
I know you're not locking them in, but you're saying that they're going. You are basically just saying that they're probably going to make the playoffs.
I said they were going to make the playoffs. I never said lock them in, though.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
Get too erect over here, Pete. Let's not get too erect over here. I didn't say we're locking them in, but I said.
I'm just trying to make it. I'm just trying to make it clear to our viewers.
They'll make the playoffs.
Yeah. Okay, that's a fair call. No, you're not going to get in trouble for saying that. This is, this show we're going to talk about, get down to the nitty gritty, and no one is ever right in their predictions. This is why we follow the game. If we were always right, we'd have nothing to watch.
Maybe we'll take 7 days to think about it, and next week we'll bring up our our playoff predictions.
Well, okay, well, and that's right, because this isn't a playoff prediction show just yet. I'm just asking you a question there about so to move on, Okay, so we're moving on.
No. We're not moving on. I'm just saying.
We are moving on. We've locked the Cowboys in to the playoffs, right? So
I'm just saying I need time to think about who my other spots are going to. But we can talk about teams that we think are going to make the playoffs. And I think in the NFC you can lock in. I'm going to lock in the 49ers. I'm going to show them some respect. They were in the Super Bowl last year. Their defense is outstanding. And I just think from the NFC East, hang on. Well, sorry,
viewers, we have to just. I'm still here at the show.
Okay. This. Yeah. Oh, good one. Crazy. Sounds like he's having himself a moment over there. All right, I'm going to bring him back in now because we lost him. There he's back.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Yeah, I'm good. I'm just mucking about. You know.
Yeah. No. I'd like to know. I'd like to know, like, about the Rams. Like, are the Rams going to make the playoffs?
The Rams, you want to? Did you just ask me a question about the Rams? Is that what
I did?
I think happened on this show. All right. I've got some good things to say about the Rams.
I want to know. Are they entertaining one of those playoff spots?
No. There's no way that they possibly can in a division that's that crowded. I think everyone's getting a little bit too carried away with, there's going to be 4, 10, and 6 teams, or 4. They're not all going to go 10 and 6 and 11 and 5. They just can't. Okay, and what's going to happen is the other teams from the south and the east, they're going to beat those teams, and they'll end up being your wildcard teams, because these other teams are talking about big rivalry games. That's 4x4. That's 16. That's rather than where in the NFC East, where people will just say, it's going to be the Eagles and the Cowboys, the only rivalry, because everyone's counted the Giants and the Skins out. So what I'm saying is, over there, they've got their division's going to be a 4-way division race, and there's going to be
perfect. Whatever you're doing, perfect.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah. No, they. All right, we're good here, everyone. Don't call the animal cruelty, people.
Thinking, what are you doing?
CrazyBrave back. So,
shit. Yeah, that was good.
So, they're going to, each game in that NFC West is huge. You cannot predict it. So I'm going to go with one team out of that division that's going to make it this year,
And who's that?
San Francisco 49ers. And as we have discussed, I mean, I hope that maybe we possibly will have a playoff prediction show later on, but if you want me to lock in the 49ers right now at training camp, well, yeah, I will. I will lock the 49ers in for the NFC West type. Okay, I mean, right, we're 10 minutes away from August the 1st, and CrazyBrave 74 has just announced on Skins Fanatic 81's show that he's locking the 49ers there in the NFC West. Skins Fanatic over there in the 81. He's leaning towards locking in the Dallas Cowboys into the playoffs.
It just hurts to say, but I think they're going to.
So we've got down to two teams. We've got the 49ers and the Cowboys now in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we're talking breaking news. Now, what about the Central?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Who have you got?
I've got the Packers up there. Everyone's. The Bears will go 4-12.
Yeah.
The Lions will go 8-8 again.
8-8.
Yeah. Oh, look, this isn't a prediction show just yet. I got the Vikings in the Central. Yeah, I mean, I don't trust not Brett Favre anymore. Sorry, guys. CrazyBrave having a drink tonight on the first show. Not Brett Favre, but we all know he was a great quarterback.
He was.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers. I'm talking about.
Rodgers is a great quarterback.
CrazyBrave is not about to say Aaron Rodgers is done on the show. But
so hang on.
I'm just saying in context, I think we've just locked in the Minnesota Vikings.
Green Bay, Chicago, Minnesota. Who? Detroit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. The Pistons.
Put me down for. It's hard to go past Green Bay. But no. I said it's hard to go past them because they've got.
Yeah, you haven't locked in anything. Yeah. Yeah.
But
okay, so that's fine.
I don't know what the Lions have done this year, and I feel like the Lions might be close. I mean, Stafford's a pretty good quarterback. He is, Matt Stafford, and
we'll break down Matthew Stafford later on in a later show, I'm sure. Yeah, definitely.
Then you got
some talent.
Kirk Cousins Vikings, and they lost Stephon Diggs, didn't they? Stephon Diggs, he went to where did he go?
Diggs is gone. Stephon Diggs he might be in Buffalo. I don't know.
Yeah, he's in Buffalo.
You know. Well, I just said he might be, and I don't like to give out misinformation. So we'll say, yeah, I think he's in Buffalo. Let's just say he's in Buffalo. If we make a mistake, we're allowed to on this show. Now.
Yeah. I think you're right, though.
I'm most likely right. And if you haven't, make sure you do subscribe, like and subscribe to the show. I will be making predictions. I make a lot of. I make a lot of units.
We love a prediction.
Let's just say I'll make CrazyBrave makes units. Okay, so you want to like, subscribe? Yeah, I know. That's funny.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got you locking in the Cowboys, the 49ers. Well, and not just you, but we're both just saying that we're going to lock in the 49ers and the Cowboys. And
well, I'm starting to think about that actually, because
well, don't think about it too long because we've got to get through this segment. We will have our prediction show later on.
Yeah. I thought maybe I've underestimated Seattle.
I just want to. Okay, all right. So yeah, all right. So you've got a mix up. Okay, all right. Happy with that. There's Seattle in the West.
About that, man.
Hey,
Ian says lock in Tampa Bay. I don't know about that.
Well, we're about to get to the South. We haven't done the South yet. Okay, then now we'll get to the South soon. Our one viewer wants to discuss the South. So
let me repeat. There's our one live viewer. And don't mention how many live views we've got on the show. It's bad for publicity. We've actually got 85. No, we got one.
Sorry, folks. I didn't know the adequacy just yet, but hopefully you guys stick around. And if you haven't, make sure you do subscribe and hit the like and the little bell at the top right of your screen.
Definitely hit that bell because we never know what's going to pop up.
We'd appreciate it. We're about to go big. We've got two of the most knowledgeable guys in the Southern Hemisphere.
That's right. Skins for Google.
Yeah. Oh well. I mean, it's might sound like dribble sometimes, but
no, it's Google.
If you're not tuning in, yeah. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. So if you're not tuning in, you're missing out on real good information. Things that you haven't thought about, and it's best to get your head right, isn't it? And that's why you're on the therapy couch.
Yeah, it's the therapy session hosted by Skins Fanatic, and I just want to say thanks to everybody for watching. And we're not done yet, so don't go and turn your sets off. But please do me a favor, like and subscribe to my channel, comment, share, all that good stuff. Really help a brother out, because I love you guys, and a bit of love back would be mint. Okay, gonna go and bring aka CrazyBrave back in. Sorry, Crazy, just had to plug my shit right quick, and hopefully in the coming weeks we're going to have a few more people on here. I've got a Western Australian brother over in Western Australia who's a Miami Dolphins supporter, and we're going to get his 2 cents. I've got a brother, another brother who supports the Rams. He's about as crazy as batshit. And we don't know if that'll happen, but we'll see if we can get him on at some stage and really make a mockery of the therapy session. So, yeah, excellent.
Right. Well, look, I'm not sure that he will make a mockery of the show just yet. This is at the moment, this is like, you're like, this is like the Guy Young show at the moment, I think. and I'm Kenny Powers, you know.
That is good. Yeah. Please do a tip round. Tip round? Oh, for sure.
A tipping round. Well,
Ian,
that's.
Please do.
I think if Ian hasn't already, then he perhaps needs to go over and head over to my channel, and that's been linked to this live broadcast, and make sure he subscribes. Well, I haven't gone live yet with any predictions.
Don't you go down on Facebook, Ian, please? Sorry, go ahead.
And yeah, that's probably. I mean, we talk predictions here, and for the live viewers, if he does want us to, what can we find out what game is concerning him, and perhaps we can ease his mind a little.
Yeah, well, I'll probably have my tips scrolling across the bottom, like you see here.
Yeah.
Yeah, just so I don't have to mention it. I'll just mention, just look at it and say, oh, who's going to win this week? And I'll just have my tips. Ian, if you want to jump on the show, I sent you the link.
Well, I can get I'll be getting, if Ian would like, I can get he can come on to my show, because with my system, or I want people who watch my show to hear some other outside views to what I want to say. So I don't be surprised if I do give you a call, and you can come on my show and tell viewers, who you think is going to win that Sunday night football game that we can't get our heads around. And we want to hear, after I've given my expert advice, we want to hear what a typical beer drinking fan thinks, and not putting it down, calling you a typical beer drinking fan, but you're not the expert when it comes to gambling. They'll come to me.
You can do all the stuff right now. I'm going to go get another beer and go to the toilet. So
Skins Fanatic's got to take a shit and go get a beer. So
no,
he's going to leave. Just the number one.
Number one. I'll be back in you're holding. We'll go.
Yep. Okay, guys, everyone. Thank you. CrazyBrave here. Don't really know what to do with my hands. No, we do thank you for tuning in. This show is going to get a lot better. Don't you worry. We'll be chewing all the fat from the Redskins games. We talk football on this channel. We keep it pocket straight. We're going to break down all the stuff that you want to know. The players, like why did they drop that pass? Why did they miss that tackle? We're going to be talking football. We're not going to be talking about who owns the team and who looks like who's got the next biggest payroll that's going to buy the team. We won't be talking about that. We talk football. Skins Fanatic 81 and CrazyBrave. It's the channel that you want to watch to talk football, and no. Oh, the owner is the reason for losing. We're not going to be talking about. We're not going to be talking about that on this channel. Skins Fanatic 81 loves Daniel Snyder. Deep down. He sends me text messages day, Cincinnati telling me, oh, Dan Snyder's not such a bad bloke. Wish everyone would give him a bloody go. Now he's holding front couch on the therapy at the therapy session. It's amazing. No, he's solid bloke. Skins Fanatic 81. Like and subscribe. He's back.
Yeah. That what you were talking about? That was some weird shit.
What was some weird shit?
No, I don't know what you were talking about. That was some weird shit.
No, I don't think so.
No, it's all good. That's good.
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah,
I
think I was. What was I talking about?
I don't know.
What was I talking about?
In the toilet and grabbing beers.
Yeah, I was talking about.
You know, strap yourselves in. It's going to be a long show.
Yeah.
I really would like to get R2 Ramu here on the show for his 2 cents, even if it was for 2 minutes. But
yeah, well, yeah.
Thanks everybody for watching the therapy session.
That's what I was talking about. Yeah, the therapy session. I was just telling all the viewers how it's funny how like you've got me on the therapy session. That's what I was talking about. Something like that.
Yeah.
What did you hear?
Well, I couldn't hear anything. I just walked in and you were talking some shit.
And I can't remember, so it definitely wasn't important. I was taking the piss.
Taking the piss. I'm taking the piss on my show. Well, I'll tell you what. I can let me plug you. Let me plug you for 1 second here.
Yeah.
You guys need to get over to CrazyBrave's channel, because when he puts the content up, it's going to be worth the view, and it's going to be worth your 5, your 10, your 20 minutes of your life. Because if you want to win money, okay, he's got the numbers.
And thank you, Skins Fanatic 81. And we'll move on to the show, onto the third, not saying third and final segment, but we will move on to the show. I appreciate what you're saying. And yeah, what I was talking about while you were going away, I was telling all the viewers how much you love Daniel Snyder. That's what that's what I was up to.
Of course. Yeah.
I remember now. That's what you heard. I was telling all the viewers that you love Daniel Snyder.
He's the best owner.
I was telling everyone that this is not a Dan Snyder hating channel. Oh, it's good.
No.
It is a Dan Snyder. Okay. Yeah, okay. Well, we get. No, let's move on. We've locked in.
If you didn't like what happens on this show, I wouldn't remove you from it. You are entitled to say whatever you want. And that's is what we're on the therapy lounge for. Because if you don't like him, I want to break down why you don't like him, and you can tell me why you don't like him. And then I'll tell you whether I agree or I don't. And then if I do or I don't, well, then it doesn't really matter. You've got it off your chest.
Yeah.
It's all about just, getting it off your chest. We've been a dysfunctional football team for many of years.
Well, we have. I'm not going to doubt. I am not going to.
What you brought up the other day, let me talk. Like you brought up the other day, it didn't necessarily start when Snyder took over the team. You referred back to when Jack Kent Cook fucked things up and sent a bunch of our superstars
Yeah.
to Division 1.
Well, I'm not saying. Yeah, if you would like to continue, you can. Or do you want me to reply?
Take it.
I never said that Jack Kent Cook was the. Skins Fanatics referring to me being a little bit angry about the way that 91 Super Bowl team was torn down.
That's never said.
Agree. I'm talking. I never said I just never said that it was Jack Kent Cook's fault. But fuck, what I'm trying to get across is that if it was 30 years later, there must be. It's a different kind of
text message.
Hey,
tell them what you told me in that text message.
Send a text message to Skins Fanatic 81. I can correct myself. Skins Fanatic 81, and I just said that people do forget that after 91, that team was torn down, and the 10 years between 90 and 99, it's the same pattern that we see from 2000 to 2020. We had 15 different quarterbacks between 1990 and 1999, and we had 30 different quarterbacks between 2000 and 2020. The pattern is just the same, has always been the same for this franchise, and even before, if you go back, it's the quarterback position has really haunted this team. Joe Theismann holds the record at 99 consecutive starts. And for a franchise that's been around since 1937, and it's now 2020, and our record starting quarterback has started 99 games. That's barely 5 seasons.
Yeah. Now
before someone who comes down in his suit and goes, I want him out of my organisation. Like, is that what has happened? Like, there's a history of people not, and that's why I don't really want to blame the owner. They're just going to look like dickheads. Everyone hates a bloke. Everyone hates a bloke who, makes a buck. Like, I'm not saying that in a way, that we do. No, we don't. We love everyone, but everyone's trying to make a buck in this world,
Yeah, well,
that's human nature, and for some strange reason, we won't get into it tonight because it's a football channel. But men are going to be men, and they're going to make money, and they're going to want to spend money, and they're going to have people who tell them what to do, and we're stuck with that. And he's got to bring in someone at the top for us to look up to. Okay, and we're not going to get into the wrong variable. We will, but not just now. Let me talk. So he's brought in the head coach, or he's brought in Cameron now, or Cam, or he has brought in after signing Julia Donaldson as Vice President of Media Operations. He then brought in someone and gave him a title of something. It sounds like he's like a vice president. He's just, someone. He's someone that I don't want making decisions on the football team. I'll tell you now. I want Ron Rivera making all the decisions, and that's the way it should be.
Ron Rivera is the face of the franchise now, and that's what other people don't know. Well, the thing that we've got going on here in DC is Rivera. He's the spokesman. He's the face. He's in charge. He's probably in charge of too much, which might.
Well, he probably is.
He's born for it. But he has taken on the challenge to turn this thing around, and that's what I'm excited about, because it's not about well, if Snyder intervenes, which he normally does, then we've got a problem. But the Rivera's been given the keys to the car, man.
Rivera's got the keys. Snyder doesn't interfere as much as everyone would like to say. Okay. Bullshit. Okay. I'm getting pushback on that.
We're on the therapy lounge, so
I'm on the therapy count. I'm on the. Yeah, you're meant to listen to what I've got to say.
Tell me. Well, then back it up.
Okay. Well, just gave Dan Snyder credit, so I can't. I don't have any. I understand where you're coming from. I can see that you don't want to stab Dan Snyder in the back like everyone else. I can hear that. I can see that. I can read a fan, and as much as you hate Dan,
I don't know.
And you want us to get a new owner.
I just don't think we're going to win Jack with him running this team, unless he just goes and tells starts doing the gardening at Redskins Park. I just don't want
doing the gardening. You want him? Why doesn't he bring his get a table with a nice tablecloth and bring down the 3 championships and bring down his 38-year-old mistress like Jack Kent Cook did and pose with his girlfriend in front of 3 Super Bowl trophies? If Dan Snyder did that in 2020, could you imagine it? Okay, so let me get back to what I was saying. Let me get back to what I was saying. So Charlie Casserly and look, there was a general manager involved.
Yeah, Casserly,
and I hope that the B&G will forgive me for what I want to say and what I'm going to say, and that I will be welcomed back or welcomed into the group, as I already am a member. But just bear with me as I go through a few of the truths about what has actually happened over the last 30 years, without hurting anyone's feelings. You're getting all caught up because that it's actually starts before 1990 when I wasn't a fan. Joe Gibbs came in and he turned the team around after 60 years of losing. Okay, 1932 they came in, and 1982 was their first Super Bowl, and it was all him. It was all Joe Gibbs, because the team didn't know how to run things from the start. There's a pattern of which we spoke about earlier, of not being able to hold on to a quarterback, the main position on the football team. Like, what is wrong with your team that you can't at least let him play for a couple of years before you want to let him go? You know?
Yeah, well, you don't.
Well, things were a bit different. I wasn't around then, okay? I wasn't around. And I take my hat off to the fans, because they went through losing before I even picked it up. I was spoiled in a way.
Could you imagine?
I was spoiled.
The whole Jay Schrader, Doug Williams play out?
Well, even back then, like,
we didn't live through that, because
no, we didn't.
I mean, we were alive, but could you imagine living through that as a fan? Because
yeah, I can. We kind of do it. We still do it, don't we?
And but the thing is, we've done that as a bad team, and they done that as a good team. And I came in and turn that shit around.
Well, if what I'm trying to say is, not you, skin snake. I'm not going to say what I'm trying to say. Edit that.
I can't edit shit. We're live.
1990, I start supporting the team. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. 1990, I start supporting the team. We have Stan Humphries, Jeff Rutledge, and Mark Rippon as quarterbacks. Okay, so as a Redskin fan, I'm trying to find out who's our quarterback. I don't know. I have to support all three of them. I see my first Redskin game, and Stan Humphries is playing. I'm like, well, that's funny, because I thought that Mark Rippon was the quarterback. And then the pattern didn't really change. It's the same. It's been the same pattern for the next 30 years. Rippon got the starting job for the 91 side, and Stan Humphries was there. He was back up, like he was ready to start. Joe Gibbs would have put him in a heartbeat in 91 if something went down, something went wrong. And we probably could have still won the Super Bowl with Stan Humphries. No one's going to argue Stan Humphries as a quarterback. We've seen what he did, even as he was let go by this Redskin team. Gone.
Yeah, and he ended up in San Diego, and then Rippon faded out of the team. We ended up with like
Rippon was doubted after his first 2 games of 1992. We 0-2, started 0-2. Darryl Green's broken his. Darryl Green broke his wrist.
Well, Rippon got hurt.
Jim Lachey, who was. Rippon did have. He did get hurt.
Like in week 3 or 2, or.
Yeah, Rippon got hurt. There's no doubt. I'm not saying. Yeah. So we're 18 games Well, we've. It ended up being about 6 games into the 92 season. The 93. Okay, Rippon started, got back into the team, and we made the playoffs. Got knocked out, but then, like, the next year,
He got hurt.
He's hurt. That's right,
Yeah.
and we might have had to have brought in Hostetler at that stage, or that might have been at even a later stage. I can't remember, but after, like, straight away, the next thing, it was Heath Schuler, because Tom Carter was drafted.
We had Reggie Brooks, Tom Carter, and we had Gus Perrott and Heath Schuler and Kerry Conklin, and who didn't we have?
Tom Carter was drafted after we lost to the 49ers in the playoffs, because
Carter, the number 1 pick that year for us.
Hey,
Right.
After we lost to the 49ers in the playoffs, Tom Carter was our number 1 pick, and because guess what? They got rid of Martin Mayhew. Shit. I mean, how stupid is that? Like, they get rid of. Tom Carter was a very solid cornerback. He had a good career.
Short career.
At that stage, Mayhew was a solid veteran who you'd want to hold on to. And they didn't hold on to their veterans. And they started to all walk out. Gary Clark, Ricky Sanders, Andre Collins, Wilbur Marshall, who you thought was going to retire and didn't, and Kirk Avaya, who went to play middle linebacker for the Philadelphia Eagles and fucking built the shit out of us for the next 8 years. Well, who are the brains behind that? Who wanted to draft Desmond Howard in the first round when we've got Gary Clark, Art Monk, and Ricky Sanders?
I guess the theory behind the whole Desmond Howard signing was those like were getting old. I mean, Sanders and Clark and Monk had been around.
Okay, all right.
But they were getting on.
They were getting on, and
but I understand.
This is where I say I don't want to upset any of the Redskin fans. Like, well, what was Joe Gibbs doing? You know, like he did the same thing that Mike Shanahan did in 2012. I can't work with this kid. Well, there was no secret. Like, Joe Gibbs was like, I can't work with him. What am I going to do? Where am I going to put him in my team? So we lost out there. The next year, when we should have been developing a player who was probably going to be a solid starter, we're still trying to fit Desmond Howard in, who was a very good player and should have been kept. I think Desmond Howard was a good player, Cole.
Oh, he wasn't very good. He wasn't a very good receiver. He was a very good special teams player.
He got handy at later stages of his career, and he was
a Super Bowl MVP for Green Bay. Remember? He was the Super Bowl MVP for the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, Super Bowl MVP. Yeah, and then there was 2 years after winning the Super Bowl, we're drafting Heath Schuler and he holds out because of Drew Rosenhaus with his contract negotiation bull crap, and then can't get into the starting squad, and we've already got a controversy on our hands because Schul doesn't know the playbook well enough, and that's that's where it just kind of, that's where I knew that we are in the shit. Like, as a franchise, we can't. Right now, we've just drafted someone who tossed up, 52 touchdowns in college for Tennessee, and we're not going to stick with him.
Yep. Look, I've got breaking. After Renu is here. Brilliant. How are you doing tonight?
Boys, fellas. Yeah, no, I'm going good. I'm going all right. Look, no, I don't have much on me.
No, turn you sideways.
Oh, sure, why not?
That's it. Beautiful.
Well, look, you guys, seriously. Yeah.
Yeah, we're about to take off.
I needed some.
Make sure you hit that
needed some therapy.
Let him talk.
Yeah.
No, of course I like. And I haven't, thought of it much until tonight. And it's the therapy I needed. Like,
you're on the therapy couch.
You are.
Yeah, because my NFL thing isn't really, got no stats to talk about, have I?
No, don't. I can keep you rolling. I'll ask you a few questions. First, let me introduce R2 Ram you.
Yeah, I'm pumped.
To the viewers out there. I mean, R2 Ram you, Rams fan since 1990, has been through the name change, and perhaps we'll get his opinion on what's it like to go through.
Change fucking cities, man.
He can get a little bit fiery.
Went through a fucking city change. St. Louis.
He's been through, as we can see, they've been through the name change, but he's been supporting the Rams for 30 years. As
our jerseys don't look like the fucking Chargers.
CrazyBrave have. So he's got enough insight. He's got some different insight, but 30 years of experience. So if you don't want to take in that, then that's your loss. This is where you get your information on this channel. So make sure you hit that like and subscribe.
If I can just take the mic from you for a second here. This is a very unique show that we've got going on right here. I mean, we've got 3 Australian supporters. We've got 2 Redskins fans, and we've got a Rams fan here. And it's our opinions, and when we're live here on YouTube, and this is a very historic moment, actually, to be honest. And to have R2 Ramy on live on the show is absolute, blessing.
It's a pleasure, isn't it?
And I'm very happy to have him here. I mean, we watched the Rams and the Titans Super Bowl, and the greatest Super Bowls that we've ever watched.
Yeah.
Wasn't
We will never forget when London Flector made that touchdown-saving tackle.
Did you just call him London?
Yeah, because that's what the Redskins put him on in their Ring of Fame. They couldn't spell his name right. Like the bloke who made the game-winning tackle in Super Bowl, what was it, 49?
Whatever.
Or was it 50? The guy who made the game-winning tackle, the Redskins, couldn't even spell his name right in the Ring of Fame at FedEx Field. And who made that decision? Was it Fred Smith, the CEO of FedEx? We don't know. We can see Skins Fanatic 81 already getting a little restless at the mention of Fred Smith, so we're not going to go there. We're going to take it back to Skins Fanatic.
I wanted to hear.
Look,
let's have a topic. I've got a topic here, and let's do this with all three of us. I've been waiting to hit this topic up all night, and it might not really touch R2, because it's an NFC East question. But he's going to be the and CrazyBrave's ducking out for a piss. But I wanted to ask the question. I wanted to ask the question: who is the best quarterback in the NFC East? You've got Carson Wentz in Philadelphia. You've got Dwayne Haskins in Washington. You've got Daniel Jones in New York. And you've got Dak Prescott in Dallas. Daniel Jones and Dwayne Haskins, both second-year players. And we all know that Carson Wentz has had more injuries than a motherfucker. And right now, Dak Prescott's going for contract issues.
I think Prescott's out of it because he can't organise a fucking team. That's where he falls apart as being a quarterback for me. Good, but can't organise the team. Yeah, so pretty much it's got to be the guy from New York. I know it's only short, but it's those two guys, and I don't think the football team has enough razzmatazz around them to sort of elevate that guy to what Pete said earlier about being a superstar. But yeah, it's different because you guys are a team now. And wow, if you go Haskins and let the new bloke sort of ease his way into it, well, happy days. And yeah, look.
Yeah, so
the Dallas Cowboy quarterback story will come up again and again, and their team's as terrible as any other team in the East.
Yeah, no doubt.
I just think it's a bit rough over there.
Yeah, well, and he's just
my team just built a brand new stadium, and it's probably not going to have any fans in it. Fucking LA. It's like it's going to have a new stadium, and no one's going to be able to go. Wow.
Yeah. No, well, look, I've always like Dak Prescott. Like, I think he makes plays. He's just a bit boring to me. Like, he doesn't excite me whenever I watch him play. He's a bit more like bread and butter, like Vegemite. You know what I mean? Like, he's just. Yeah, like he gets the job done, but
what's going on, guys?
Yeah, well, that's just
the Cowboys aren't going to.
CrazyBrave 74. What's up, man?
Run the ball.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just trying to jump in on the topic that was being discussed there.
Quarterbacks in the East, and Cole's telling me the Prescott thing. He thinks he's good. That's cool.
No.
Well,
I said he's bread and butter, but no Vegemite.
Yeah, well, and who's doing what else in the East then? The other bloke gets injured every week.
Well, no one's.
And then you've got two blokes who have only played a couple of games.
Are you talking about Carson Wentz?
Yeah.
We hadn't got.
Is he the other bloke? Are you?
yeah, that's him.
I just want to get this right because I've just come in between the middle of the conversation. Are you arguing who's better between Carson Wentz?
Right now, as we currently stand, the best quarterbacks in the NFC East are Wentz, and I'm going to take Prescott at second. Just so far.
Okay.
Haskins third, and dipshit Jones fourth.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
CrazyBrave. He asked me when you bolted because I wouldn't have much to put in because I don't really look at the East. Hey.
Okay. Well. Okay.
All right. So it was directed more to you than me, and I already wrote off Press.
Well, I was just that's why I just wanted to make sure I just wanted to make sure I'm getting in on this topic. We're rating the NFC East quarterbacks, are we?
Absolutely.
Yes, we are.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'd have to seriously. I can't say that Dak Prescott isn't the best quarterback in the NFC East. Unfortunately, that 5,000 yards. Hey?
I said Wentz was.
I know you said Wenskins Fanatic 81. We're getting through mine now. I've 5,000 yards from Prescott last year was just amazing. Really one of the better efforts in the NFL for a while. And I'm afraid it is. Like 5,000 yards is pretty phenomenal, and he doesn't turn the ball over. And I don't rate Dak Prescott. This is why I'm so hopeful for the Redskins this year. But he doesn't turn the ball over, so he's a rich man's Jason Campbell. He's got he's got a few more yards and maybe a little bit more mobile. But unfortunately, after coming out in his rookie year and throwing 23 touchdowns and 4 interceptions, and then 25 and 10 and 30 and 10 and 30 and 10, I'm going to have to have a look at that and go, well, he's all right. And I haven't seen enough of Carson Wentz to put him in the number one position. And so that's why Carson Wentz sits at number 2 for me. But if you're asking me who has the better talent, it's Carson Wentz.
That's why.
If you're asking me who's got the better talent, it's Dwayne Haskins.
Well, I'm just talking so far off the game film that we've been presented.
You
know, I'm not. We could have a conversation at the end of the year, and it could all change.
It can all change, but you have a look at Carson Wentz numbers. Like, what are they? They're amazing. I've got them here. 27 and 7. 27 touchdown passes last year and 7 interceptions.
Who's that?
Carson Wentz.
Yeah. Did he do it?
him and Dak Prescott are the hands down. They're the two best quarterbacks in the NFC East because they're the only ones that we've seen over the last 2 years or 3 years, 4 years. Sorry, Carson Wentz and Dak Prescott both drafted in the same year, making their debut in 2016. And if you compare those two numbers, Carson Wentz just hasn't got. He doesn't have enough production for me to confidently put him in that number one position. Just my opinion.
That's it.
Yeah, I agree.
Good stats, Crazy Brave.
I agree.
Hey, skins, fanatic. What about the West? Give me your quarterbacks on the West.
Oh, geez.
Well,
Wilson.
I think Jared Goff.
No, he asked me. He's asking me.
Yeah, he can ask.
Yeah.
Because I'd like to
go first. Skins Fanatic 81. Go first.
Russell Wilson.
We'll get to you, Crazy Brave, next.
I got. I reckon Goff's better than Garoppolo. Yeah, but Garoppolo's on a better. Garoppolo's on a better team, but I reckon when your boy definitely better than Garoppolo. And who's the other dude?
The new bloke at Cardinals.
Oh yeah. No, well Murray, he's got to prove himself.
Murray, that's him.
He's coming in last, but he's got to prove himself. But he could be good. He could be really good.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a lot of him because I don't pay a lot of attention to Arizona. But so I've got Wilson, Goff, Garoppolo, the Gruffalo.
Yeah, I think.
And
Murray.
Yeah.
I think that's where it sits.
That was easy.
I agree. I reckon that's where it sits too. That's where it's at with the West.
What's yours, Rams?
Yeah, but
R2 Ramia, can you just give me your top 4 of the NFC West?
Quarterbacks.
Yeah,
Russell, Goff, Garoppolo, and Murray. Yeah. I'm with Skins Fanatic 81. Not because of at the moment or anything like that. It's just
all right.
Russell has always been a fucking good player from day dot and made that team Seattle, as far as I'm concerned. So that puts him there, and then I think Goss working out what he's doing with his team and that a lot better than the bloke from San Francisco is, even though he has the weapons around him that can do shit. But
I think that I see a bit of, if you just let me finish my NFC East, I would probably say I've said Prescott, and then I have Wentz, Dwayne Haskins, and Daniel Jones, and then I'll lead into Daniel Jones, straight into Daniel Goff, Jared Goff, and that's those two quarterbacks are identical, and Jared Goff took that big step in his second year to get them to the Super Bowl, didn't he?
Yeah.
And then last year he had he had that year that quarterbacks have after going to the Super Bowl. It's find out that it's not as easy. You know, they got people gunning for them, and So I think what we have in Jared Goff already after 3 years in the NFL is someone who's battle tested, and I will back Jared Goff 100% as a quarterback that you can win with. But in saying that, I'm going to have to put Russell Wilson at the number 1 spot, only because he has won the Super Bowl, and
you
know,
been there a lot of times. That's why I put him
as much as I don't like the way that they've won it, he deserves it because he's made that play. He's been known to make that play, and it's exciting football.
Yeah.
So I don't dislike it. But
look,
I don't think I don't think Russell Wilson is great. I think Russell Wilson is a rich man's Dak Prescott. Whereas Dak Prescott is a poor man's, he's a rich man's Jason Campbell.
I don't know, Peter. Sorry, Crazy Brave. I mean, I used to think that Russell Wilson was just all ass and no class, but like he just keeps proving, just year after year, that he's just.
Well, I think you just made that assumption that I just said Russell Wilson was all ass and no class, but I didn't.
No, I said I used to think.
Yeah.
As in, like, I didn't like him. I didn't like him because he in 2012.
It happens.
Fuck this.
It happens in their careers, and you see what they do, and then you see how they play, and
that's the only reason. That's what you have to worry about. Dak Prescott, like, he's able to. That's the only time he shines. Like, he can't. He can't seem to be accurate on some of his throws on first and second down. It's only when he's under a bit of pressure and he knows that, oh shit, I've got to scramble here and save something with a little bit of a fling. Yeah. Oh, I mean, that sounds like I'm discrediting Dak Prescott, but I'm not. Like, he can make some throws and mobile, but he relies too much on the breakdown play and
style.
I just rated him the best. 5,000 yards last season, 30 touchdowns and 11 interceptions. Like, I'm not going to argue with that. Who would? No one's. I have to take my hat off to that. Daniel Jones, he went 24 touchdowns and 12 interceptions. So I just compare him with Jared Goff. I just think he's got that potential to get up there with Jared Goff, especially playing for the Giants. He's going to just be playing solid football. Not much is going to be asked of him. Just do his job. And
and when it comes to it,
that's where I think he might get that. He might be like that Jared Goff. He might find himself in a big game pretty soon. But I have Russell Wilson there at the top, Jared Goff, Murray. I'll have Murray there third, and Garoppolo, I still have massive question marks about, only because every time I watch the 49ers, it has always been about their defense.
Yeah, and they ran the ball really well last year too.
That's right.
Yeah, running.
Yeah, so I'm not ready to say that Garoppolo's not good or anything, but if I'm put on live on Skins Fanatic 81's show and I'm asked to put down my 4 best quarterbacks in the NFC West, they're the 4 that I'll have to give you. Skins Fanatic 81, are you there? I know you're there. I didn't mean that.
Right here, bro. All good.
On next.
Yeah. Yeah, all good. I already gave mine. Did you miss it?
No, I didn't miss yours.
Yeah, no, I gave mine a long time ago.
All right.
Listening to you, and next question. Next question.
Do you want me to ask that question? Would you like to have the microphone for a little bit?
Let me just check my notes because I made notes. Scott discussions. Yeah,
when I'm on the therapy lounge, can I have a cigarette?
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, smoking loud. If you're in a smoke, yeah, you can smoke.
I need to chill out. I need to put this down somewhere.
Well,
because my arm's getting sore, or else I'm going to have to, wrap up with me AFC special for this year. Yeah, because someone has to beat them, and there's a special team over on that side that, you know what I'm saying. Everyone has to beat them. So, yeah. But I might see the camera. You guys keep going. I'm going to see how the camera goes as I
go and come back. We've got
wander.
Information to keep our viewers happy with.
I'll remove you for now, and you're welcome to come back anytime you want.
Our viewers won't be going anywhere. Don't you worry.
Cheers. Peace out, guys. Good talk.
Oops.
We've lost. I am Ramu.
A minute. What a pleasure to have R2 Ramu join us tonight on the therapy session. Who would have thought? I didn't expect that. I thought we were going to have Magnificent, maybe more than anything.
Yeah, well, R2 Ramu is quite handy.
Is our Rams correspondent? I think he done all right tonight. He
must be quite handy around the old phone these days. Can open up a little bit more than the TAB app.
Who would have thought? Who would have thought? No, he's done really well. We're just approaching.
He did do. We are approaching 2 hours. It's been a funny old show.
What a magnificent show this has been.
Yeah.
Really am proud of our efforts tonight. And anyone watching this when they do, I hope they enjoy it. And don't forget, CrazyBrave's channel has just been reborn. So he's got no content on it at the moment. But you can go and subscribe to it because it will have content. And
we will. I mean, we will see the likes and the comments, no doubt, when we wake up.
If he does a show like this live, I'll be happy to join it. I might do my show on Friday, and he might do his show on Saturday, and I'll be happy to be in it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
My show might. Yeah, we can probably do my show through this. We don't know just yet, but you'll be definitely featuring on my show. I'm sure people will be coming over from your show to my show, so they'll already be involved with your show, and people that come to my show will then come to your show because you'll be featuring on my show.
Yep.
Which, like my show, like I said, my show is more of it's going to be like an NFL is in a way a gambling, a tipping help, and we're going to have fun with showing how much money you can win just by using my system. And that's how it's going. Yeah.
And don't forget, spread the word.
Oh, absolutely. No, hit the link to the channel and like it. So what I'm saying is, yeah, my channel will have a little bit more NFL content compared to this channel, where it will be more burgundy and gold.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Won't it? Is that a fair comment?
Oh yeah, no. When you said NFL,
that's a fair comment. My channel, I'm coming onto your channel here to talk Redskins. I can't. I will have some Redskin content on my channel, but I'm giving out tips, and I would probably not going to. Can we please edit this? I'm probably not going to tell my viewers that I'm not going to gamble on the Redskin games, but if they follow me for a while, they'll go, well, hang on, why doesn't CrazyBrave give out tips on the Redskin games? But, if they watch this channel, they'll know why. I just gave them the reason. I don't want to gamble on the Redskins, so therefore I will have to be talking about other teams and other games. So yeah, my channel is not necessarily a Redskin content video based channel, but like I said, I will make it known that I am a Redskin fan, and I'll be doing a preview and talking about preview to the games and reviewing the games. So
excellent. Sounds like
and then with another video gloating with all the money and the girls that I make from. Yeah. Oh, look, and we don't mind comedy on the CrazyBrave 74 channel either. You know,
comedy,
a bit of a laugh.
Therapy session, because if you ain't laughing, you ain't living. You know what I'm saying? You need to be living and be laughing.
Yeah, I mean, you take this, green screen off me, and there's rats in a trash can. Like, but you come over and subscribe to.
I've muted Pete. I'm just going to say right quick that I want to give a real big shout out to all my former and current B&G members, and Skin Tactic Man. If you're watching, you know you're welcome to come on the show, and got HTTR for life. You know, he's a real mad vlogger as well. I really appreciate everything he's done. He's great. Who am I forgetting? Look, it's been a long time, you know, but I enjoy Bad Dogs videos. I enjoy Cock Pizzle's videos. I enjoy everyone here on YouTube. You know, they're doing their thing. You know, don't even mind watching a little bit of EDP. You know, EDP 445 eat the pussy 445. Yeah, he's as mad as a cut snake, that motherfucker. I'll tell you that. But this isn't EDP. This is not EDP. You know, we got R2 in the mist over here. R2, you there?
I'm still here. Yes.
There he is.
This is great.
All you are on my screener is a face.
This is awesome.
Great, actually. Just a face. I like it. No, happy to have you on the show tonight. It's been a real pleasure, and as I said, just a real surprise. Just a real nice surprise to have you here tonight. I'm serious.
I know you are. I'm pretty happy to be here too.
Yeah, I'm glad you are.
Yeah, you got your good stuff going on.
Oh, absolutely.
And
I was working hard on the on this on my old computer, and it basically shit its pants. And I was like, oh well, that's it. The therapy sessions not going to happen. And
nah, it's good.
Yeah,
This is fucking awesome.
Yeah, just happy to have you on the show, and we're going to get Magnificent. Magnificent 78 is going to be joining us in the near future. I put it on him tonight, and he was a bit like, "Oh, is it happening right now?" Is it? Come on,
You're gonna get it happening, yeah.
Just come on. Yeah. Doesn't matter. Come on and let it out. And, all right.
Yeah, well, I was a little bit.
I'm just going to let you guys talk it out. I've got to go and I'm going to go and urinate.
Ooh.
What am I doing on the bloody therapy session? Man, I'm the biggest homer there is. Like, I think we're going to go 16-0. I don't need therapy.
Yeah.
It's good,
I was thinking, like,
he's back. That was a quick.
I don't know if I want to say that the Rams are going to be like that team that just scrapes in again.
Well,
anyway.
we have pre-locked the 49ers in, and we've got some debate about the Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. Skins Fanatic 81 still hasn't committed to anyone in the South. But you chimed in.
What do we got? What have we got in the South?
You chimed in with your Tampa Bay Buccaneers prediction, or you wanted us to talk about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We can talk about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Let's go, CrazyBrave 74. Let's go. South. Is it Breeze? Is it Brady? Who are the best quarterbacks in that division now?
Oh, the best quarterbacks in that division is Drew Brees, number one. Well, no, it's not. It's Tom Brady, number one. Yeah, it's Tom Brady, number one. But quarterbacks aren't the main reason you win. I've been advocating for stability at the quarterback position, but they're still not going to be. They're only a part of the team. And Tom Brady was part of a good team in New England. Everyone else did things right too. It wasn't just Tom Brady. And in Tampa Bay, that doesn't always work that way. No. And I think that they might have some troubles. I have to say it. I'm not.
Very cool.
It'd be fun to see them. It'll be fun to see Tampa Bay. I know if the Redskins have to play them, that they're going to be hard to beat, because there's about 15 other teams in the NFC that are hard to beat for us. So that doesn't really concern me on the greatness level on Tampa Bay. But when we break it down to the micro level and we discuss the the NFC South, you know, it might be a 2-horse race with Tampa Bay and New Orleans. We have Carolina, who I'm not going to count them out. We'll get to Carolina in a minute. And who's the other team? The Falcons. Yeah. Look, I'm going to lock in Drew Brees in quiet stadiums. He's always been that bloke that's been able to call play at the line of scrimmage. I just think he's going to have success during. I mean, the games aren't practice. You know, we're not talking about practice. We're talking about real games, but they're going to have a bit of a Sunday afternoon feel to them rather than a Super Bowl feel, and I think he might take advantage of that, Drew Brees. I think, you know, I'm really looking forward to that aspect of it. They're going to use fake crowd noise, which we've seen work successfully in the NRL. Like, they don't, the American people, they don't want it, and they won't give two shits after the second play of the game. They won't realise it's there. It's the same thing that we seen over here.
Haven't blinked an eyelid.
But
the game goes on.
But we're going to get the spectators are going to get robbed of that aspect of things are a little bit quieter. Shit, I mean, if there's no fans in the field, in the crowd, like, you might even want to make sure that your microphone and your helmet's turned down, or you're going to be fucking at the line of scrimmage hearing the fucking
absolutely
the play calls. Like, I mean, the plays
they're going to have to
obviously. Yeah, I mean, there's just going to be.
They're going to have to adjust.
Well, yeah,
there will be an adjustment. There's an adjustment period. It could be a reverse. Yeah, it could be going back to like.
Yeah, which they used to. I mean,
paper.
It's going to be good.
That's right. Yep.
It's going to be a real good season. I can't wait.
And you can yell out a call to somebody on the outside player.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
bring
There'll,
it into
there'll
your
be
quarterback
action
without having to use radio so much.
Yeah. There's going to be some action going
on.
Different. Hey.
I mean,
they have talked about it, like they were saying that about, you know, all the talk from the sidelines and shit. Like, it's going to be different, you know. Absolutely. But did you see Fox Sports are doing with the baseball? They're actually putting in like fake, like animated crowds. Like
yeah.
Fox will do that.
Computer generated. Yeah.
Absolutely, 100%. Yeah, that'd be all right. It looks all right.
Yeah, but I mean, on the field,
there's nothing wrong with it because you're still.
No, there's nothing wrong with it, but I mean, still on the field, there will be a little bit of a difference. Okay, and I see some big changes going forward in the NFL. One of them is my positive feelings about Washington moving forward. I'm afraid to say that it is, but this is the best thing that might have happened for them. Like, everyone's going to be playing in empty stadiums, and we are going to be playing in empty stadiums with a brand new name and a tough as shit fucking defensive end who's going to probably force the quarterback to make an error, or he's going to get a sack like in every quarter of the game. Like, I'm not saying he's getting 4 sacks a game, but he's going to put pressure on the quarterback. There are going to be plays that he makes that are going to benefit the whole team.
Nice.
And no, well, this is the difference that these big players can make, and we finally landed one, and you will see that the win total will go up, and might not even make, for some people it might not look different, but for the people who have been watching for a while, that finally wrap someone up on third down for a change, or fucking maybe get to him before that and force the fumble. It can really turn your team around. Like,
we haven't had a game changer on the defensive end for fucking a very, very long time.
No.
And hopefully we've got that.
Yeah.
Because we need it.
Yeah.
We need it.
And if Rivera is solid enough to give Dwayne Haskins the chance, and back his word, and give him a chance, we can see what he's got after 16 games. Like, I don't see any reason that the Redskins should start a season with Dwayne Haskins and then bring in a backup after 6 games if Haskins isn't playing well. If Haskins isn't playing well, you send him out there. Sorry?
I thought we were talking about Chase.
We were talking about Chase Young.
Oh, cool. I was like, shit.
And then
you got off topic.
No, I'd already said what I needed to say about Chase Young, that he's going to make that impact. Like, he is that impactful player. And then moving on from that, all we need from Dwayne Haskins is solid play on offense. And don't tell me that 3 and 13 to 6 and 10. I will take that. Because well, listen, I won't. No one will take it, but I will take it. 6 and 10, because it might be 6 and 8 with 2 games to go, and the Redskins have had a hell of a season, and we just need to win our 2 games to make the playoffs, and we don't. 6 and 10, all right. But I don't see things
extended this year.
Yeah, and I don't. Yeah, well, that's right. So we probably could. So we're going to be in the playoff race. You want me to put the rose-coloured glasses on? I'm talking about 6 and. Don't get upset when I say 6 and 10, because if I say anything more than that, I'm a homer. But 6 and 10, 6 and 10 is good enough for me, because I bet 6 and 10 is going to be. It's not. No, 6 and 10 is not good enough for me. Edit that and cut us out of that video.
No, I can't. Right. Well, Pete,
I'm just saying we are going to see improvement, and it's going to be, people are going to get wet, because we are going to be in the playoff hunt.
All right.
Regardless.
Talk to me about the games we're going to win. Here's the schedule. Tell me. Break it down.
Oh, okay. All right. So versus the Eagles in week 1. So, wow, that's the home game. Yeah, I definitely see the Redskins winning that game. I just don't think. Can you tell me his name? The head coach of the Eagles, Cole. I just don't. He came over from the Vikings, and I just. I'll remember his name in a minute. We'll move on. I don't like the way his football teams start a season. and I think the Redskins are going to win that game, so I'll put us down for a win there at Arizona.
We've a winning week, one winning week two.
I'm not going to say that we can't beat the Arizona Cardinals, so put me down for 2-0. The Browns, yep, 3-0. Yeah. No, I mean, I'm well on my way. Only because okay. So why are we going to beat the Browns?
Because they suck.
We always have. I sound like Tom Libero now with me. We always have beaten the Browns.
Mm. Yeah. Oh, look.
So we're 3-0 there versus the Ravens. All right. As for fear of coming looking like a homer with the rose-coloured glasses here, I'm going to say we're going to lose that game. Rams at home. It's win there, baby. Giant at the Giants. That's definitely loss.
Oh, really?
But we're not we're not the Redskins now. I've got to get used to that. So no, it's not a definite loss, but we can't beat the Giants. So yeah, 3-2. So I got 3-2 versus the Cowboys. Yep, 4-2.
Quentin Dunbar interception in the end zone against New York that day.
We have beaten the Giants, but
yeah, we'll beat them. Fuck the Giants. They ain't shit, Pete.
Okay, well, all right.
This is your breakdown. Go.
It's my breakdown. I mean, laughing. Yeah. Okay, it is my breakdown. So I got us at 4-2 because I'm going to say we're going to beat the Cowboys at home. Then I'm going to stick with what I say. We can't beat the Giants, so I'm going to say we're going to get swept by the Giants. Okay, 4-3. At Detroit Lions, I'm going to say we'll win that game. 5-3. Bengals. Yeah, we're definitely going to beat the Bengals this time around after not getting to play them at home. Last time we had the draw in London. So what's that now, Cole? What do I have? Is it 6-4 now?
Maybe
6-4. At the Cowboys, that's another loss. 6-5. At the Steelers, 6-6 at the 49ers. We can't beat them. That's I just said 6-4. I can't see that.
I'm going to try
last game of the season.
Oh, wait. Fuck.
Yeah, Eagles. Okay. And to be fair, I'll just say we're not going to sweep the Eagles. We'll split. So if you want me to be fair about things, I can see a pretty much even split for Ron Rivera and his new Redskins this year, which I'll be pretty much fucking shit happy about, man. At 8-8, if we look like we're improving, and all it takes is, I think, that we win a game against the Giants, which I think they're going to probably, and then all of a sudden we might be talking about competing in the NFC East.
Yeah.
So I've just been pretty fair there. I've got big losing streak there in week 12 to 15, like Cowboys, Steelers.
Yeah. No, that's a rough trot. We've got 3 Cowboys, 49ers, road. Then Seattle. And then what is that? Bloody Panthers. Yeah, so it's rough. It's a rough trot. Yeah, I know. It's games there, but if we do, if we do exceed expectations, then we've got ourselves a season.
This is the thing. I think that the Redskins are 150% sure of exceeding expectations. I do believe that the Redskins are going to win more games than they did last year. For real. Absolutely. I'm sold.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. No, I'm sold.
Yeah.
It can't be any worse, Cole.
Last year.
Gruden lost it there at the end. What are you confused about?
How many games did we win last year?
3.
3? Shit. Is it that bad?
Yeah. So it's gonna be good. And I'm gonna say it's gonna be better.
Yeah, well, it would want to be, wouldn't it?
It will fucking well want to be. That's what I'm hoping for. And I expect it to be. We've just made a change, that's why we made a change.
Oh,
and let's not forget that we gave up after 5 weeks into that season last year by getting rid of a head coach, just admitted to the whole fan base that we weren't going to do anything, which, fair enough, most of the fan base should have known that we weren't going to win the Super Bowl, but you go into the season with hopes, you set yourself up for the season. Don't pull the trigger on it 5 weeks into it. That's as soon as that happened, that was on the owner and the general managers and all the head people that people want to talk about that I don't really give a shit about. I talk about football, bruh. I'm CrazyBrave 74. I'm pocket straight.
No, I feel you. I'm totally back. Yeah, no, look, I don't agree with everything that you say.
No, you do.
Fucking your dick, but I I hear what you say. I hear what you're throwing down, and I respect everything you're throwing down. Thank you, Arthur Remu, for joining us tonight. It has been a pleasure. Look, we're approaching 2.5 hours right now. Yeah. I thought maybe.
How many people have jumped into the viewing tonight?
Yeah, there's been quite a few. It's been a good night's viewing. Very successful.
Just Remu?
Oh, I won't comment on that.
Oh, there's no. Oh, that's right. Okay, there's no comments. No, that's fair enough. I remember now.
Like just
not commenting. So what was? So I think what they good things are happening in Washington, man. Like really gotten rid of some bad things. Well, not bad things, but just now's their opportunity to head into the future, man. Like just advance and no longer the Redskins. And that doesn't matter. We get to beat the New York Giants twice a year. Even though I just predicted that we'll get swept by them.
Yeah, I know. Fuck. Very good. Very good. Well, I think it might be time
to wrap it up. Wrap it up.
I'm going to finish with a little segment that I like to call see red.
Ooh.
And
Seeing red.
And it's basically a segment here where we're going to talk about, things that we see red and that really upset us during the week, or, minorly upset us. It doesn't have to be anything major at the moment. During the season, it could be like, that fucking holding penalty, on the last one.
Okay, because this is what I'm trying to get my head wrapped around. Is this see red segment like a red flag segment, like a prediction of something that we see that's about to go wrong, or is it something that we see that we've just seen or heard that we're seething about?
Yeah, well, something that you're seething about seeing red is when you get like really mad and you fucking see red and you want to just rip fucking the head off someone. But we can just tone it down.
Just pretend that you'd want to rip someone's head off. Yeah.
But just, saying like see red, something that you saw during the week or during the game that didn't like. It could be a call. I didn't like going for it on, like, why we go for 2? Could have took the extra point, going overtime, or we run the ball, we were punting, or why did you didn't like the penalty, or you didn't like the call, or you didn't like what someone said during the broadcast, or
yeah. I'll tell you what, and if anything like that does go on, this will be the channel that you'll want to check out, because we will bring you raw feelings and it's the therapy couch. There's going to be some things.
I was thinking after I might try do a show like the day after a game or something in the early morning.
That's right. I'm not suggesting that you'll be live and cracking straight after kickoff. I know that you won't be doing those kind of things. I'm not going to talk about your show right now. Before, I don't want to say anything that's not correct, but that is correct. We will be here on the show. We will be talking about seeing red, the things that get us fired up. We want to make sure that you leave your comments below so we know what you have upset you, and we can cover those topics. And we can't help you out unless you talk about it.
Something.
So yeah, make sure you put the comments down below, and you'll get the therapy that you need.
We're going to help you out
here on the show. Yeah.
Well, my see red was very minor, and this is
okay. And you've got to see red. Here we go. And I might have
just
see. Here we go.
What I've got to do as an individual is I've got to take every Twitter comment with a grain of salt, because there's a lot of fans on Twitter, and you get involved in that shit. If you let it, it will tear you down, and it's not really worth it, Like you see comments, and you just got to keep scrolling, because it's just there's some real fucking idiots on Twitter,
and that's why you should join this channel.
It kind of goes back to what I started off with with the whole Landon Collins new uniform, and this bloke was like, if these are the uniforms, these are fire. And I was like, well, you know what? They're the same uniforms. These are the same uniforms, and they just don't have the logo and the stripes on the helmet, the jersey stripes on the sleeve. Okay, the numbers, says Washington here, but apart from that, nothing was visibly, nothing was different to the eye, and pants and everything, and I was just like, well, it made me see red, but ignorant motherfuckers on Twitter make me see red. And
well, I'm not going to jump on here now and say, blah, 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 do this and do that about your social media. You know what is going on there in the game. I'm not on Twitter. I understand what you're saying. Yeah, I would too, because I'm not the greatest at that, and I've previously here on YouTube, I've called out many a people and many a fan and many a player, and that's not really what I do, but I don't owe anyone any apologies, or just batteries going low here. Or apologise for my opinion on the team. And but we do, like if I do see those kind of those people, or people making comments about the team, I do get fired up. So I feel you on that one. And when you see red, I come up with a solution for you, or
you're not meant to come up with a solution. You meant to come.
I just listen. We all listen here. You need like a cushion, like Hank from Breaking Bad.
You just need to tell me your see red moment.
My seeing red. Okay, my seeing red would probably be, I just don't like the hypocrisy of the Washington media right now, getting into this business of telling everyone lately that Ron Rivera is the greatest thing since sliced bread. When 2 weeks ago you were telling everyone about how he can't possibly handle the pressure of running this whole organisation by himself. And then all of a sudden, the next day, he's a superhero, and we still haven't played a game. So I just want everyone to calm down a little bit about Ron Rivera. He is doing a great job. There's no doubt about it. But just let him do his job. Don't, put your dubs up. Well, he's got a plan. Ron Rivera's got a plan, right? So just let him go at it, and don't get everyone to love him right now when you got no idea about how he's going to run his football team on the Sunday, and then have the shits with him when he does decide to go for it on 4th and 3 instead of kick the field goal.
No, sorry to interrupt, but yeah, I agree. I don't like when we put people on pedestals before they've even done a thing, and then it creates an expectation that when they don't meet it, it's an immediate shitstorm, and we bury the motherfucker before.
Yeah, because he's already held up that imaginary Super Bowl trophy, so now we got to take it off him.
It's like when we hired Scott McLaurin, and it was like, oh, the savior. I was like, calm the fuck down, okay? We do this all the time. And now he's like the shittest name around, Washington.
Yeah.
It's like, Scotty Mac.
I think a lot of people might hear what I'm just saying then and say, yeah, well, we've said that before, and things are different now, and that's where I'm just feel we should throw a little bit of caution to the wind. We're not putting Ron Rivera down by
calling him.
I'm judging him on what he did yesterday.
Yeah. No, agreed.
And it's been a good show, Crazy Brave, and Skins Fanatic 81, chewing the fat, and I'd like to thank Skins Fanatic once again for having me on his show. It's been a great concept and well designed. He's put a bit of effort into this, so make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you another time on the channel. Hit the link, go over and subscribe, and I'll let Skins Fanatic peace out.
Yeah, well, I'm going to say to you, thanks very much for coming on the show, and we'll do this again, hopefully next weekend, and maybe not as long, but it's first show.
First show. It's all good.
A part of it, and history was made tonight.
It was.
And thank you very much, and the R2MU, fantastic.
That made a great appearance to the show. I mean, that's what's going to make the show when we bring guests on. I guess in the end, we're all jokers on the therapy couch, aren't we? Crazy Brave, RAMU, and Skins Fanatic 81. We all need a little bit of help in some little way. We're on the split screen. We're on the split screen chewing the fat. Or unless you're that dude from you're the head guy from Beavis and Butthead, the counselor. Hey, the counselor. Man. Which you are. No. Maybe you could be counselor. But I mean, well, I was having a joke with Ian before, and you'll see it when you watch this back. I'm just kind of like,
you're going to watch this back. It goes for 3 hours.
I'm the biggest Homer and rose-coloured wearing glass fan there is. I'm thinking we're going 16-0. I don't need no therapy. I'm pretty happy. I've been happy with us losing for the last 30 years. No, I'm not. I'm not happy. No, I'm not happy. But you and me aren't going to solve the issue. But it's going to be fun chewing the fat, and we got a good chance for this show to really take off now that the Washington Redskins have moved on to the Washington football team, and perhaps there's a little bit more interest now, and people will try to get out there and they want to see and hear, or they want real information from the fans' point of view, and this will be the channel they will come to. So I see nothing but big things for Ron Rivera. I see nothing but big things for Skins Fanatic 81, and I see nothing but big things for Crazy Brave 74. It's really going to be a big year. We'll probably have sponsors on board by 2021, but it's not my show.
Yep.
Okay, and we're out. Bye for now.
All right. Thanks, Crazy Brave. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Crazy Brave's channel. And it's been a real pleasure having him on the show tonight. And thank you to RC Ramu, who doesn't have a channel, but if you did like his input, his content, just comment, and who knows, we might even get him on a channel. And yeah, it was a real surprise having him in tonight, and happy that he was here. So thank you, everybody who at least will check this out at some stage in their next couple of days. And even if you only watch the first 5 to 10 minutes, or you skim through it, just show me some love and hit that like, subscribe, and let's get this therapy session, get it rolling. And I'll really appreciate everyone. Yeah. All right, guys. Hail to the football team, and I'll see you next week.